There we are. Form's a little better. Still a bit off, but 275 for 5. Not bad. Nice easy double. Still have to move real slow in order to keep my form in check. Could have pushed a little faster on that. But as long as the bar path is good, that's the important thing. Okay. Pack my lats. I did look with thoracic curvature, just a slight one. Appears kind of exaggerated just because I have a pretty muscular back. Now watch the deadlift. Then check my form. Then give me the down command. And then I'm going to go up to a squat. That was pretty good. Felt pretty good. Pretty easy. Haven't really been focusing that much on my deadlift. But last year, that was my max. So, yeah, I mean, definite progress. Last year, not only was that my max, it was my max for a grinder with a belt and straps. So, yeah, big improvement. All right, 455. Done this before, but I'm thinking it will be a little bit easier this time. Just gotta remember the pack lats. Not bad. I've got more in the tank. I think I might slap 20 pounds on there and go for 475. All right. Give 475 a shot. Yeah, probably could. But that would have been kind of pushing the limits. I don't really want to push myself too hard on the deadlift, wear myself out for everything else. Kind of want to stay at like, I don't know, rate of perceived exertion 9, something like that. But I broke it off the ground. So yeah. Holding the bar at a bit of an awkward angle. That way it would try to kind of roll around in my hands. I'd grip it and try to stop it from doing that. You know, just to make the curl a little bit harder. you make your hand floppy and try to squeeze your bicep as hard as you can, you'll feel a good contraction in your bicep, yeah. But if you take and you supinate your hand, you'll feel a much stronger contraction in your bicep. And if you make a real tight fist, if you're not prepared for it, your bicep will cramp up. That's because of the irradiation effect. The stronger you contract a muscle near to the muscle you're trying to work, the harder that muscle can work. So if you're doing bicep curls and your wrists are floppy, then you can't get as much of a good kind of solid contraction in your biceps. Can't work them nearly as hard. And that's useful for all types of things. Bodybuilding, powerlifting, whatever. If you're doing a big deadlift, for instance, you want to clench your jaw. In fact, some people find it useful to bite down on a mouthpiece. What I like to do is I like to take my tongue and press it up against the roof of my mouth and then clench my jaw against that. That way I have all the muscles in my face working. And then I flex my neck as hard as I can. That way my neck is working good and hard. And it helps activate more of the muscles down the spine. And if all your muscles of your spine are good and solid, your torso is good and rigid, then you can deliver maximum power from your hips and your legs. And you can tell if somebody knows how to lift this way or if somebody doesn't, because their neck will be big. If you see somebody and their neck is small, that means that they don't irradiate all the muscles in their body trying to get maximum muscular activation. Even in bodybuilding, if you're doing curls or tricep extensions or lateral raises, you want to keep your neck as tight as possible. You want to keep your spine as tight as possible. You want to clench your abs. You want to squeeze your butt. You want to flex your feet into the ground, flexing all the leg muscles. That way it helps more effectively work all the whatever small muscle you're trying to target. It's not an isolation exercise, it's an emphasis exercise. If you try to shut down all the muscles around whatever muscle you're trying to work and then work that one, you won't be able to work it as effectively as if you try to activate all your muscles while trying to, say, squeeze your biceps. So keep your whole body rigid and tight, clench the bar as hard as you can, and really try to squeeze those biceps, and you'll get the best bicep work you can. Need to do more one-arm rows. It's a good exercise.